So this is a video response to Frank James' video, Repressed Anger, I think is the name of it. I'm going to speak in this video to Frank James, or FJ, or whatever you go by, mostly because it makes it easier for me to actually know how I'm going to word things. Otherwise, if I'm speaking to the general public, it can go off track. So FJ, here we are. I just watched your video, and to me, from the outside, looking at your video that you put up, that was a very raw and real video. To me, it seemed that a lot of your videos that I have watched, and it's not every day. I know you put a lot up each day, or one each day for a while now, but a lot of them that I've seen lately, to me, seems like you've kind of found a success in creating something that works, and in a way, and I mean this in the nicest way possible, you found a way to go towards mainstream success, which to me has taken away a little sliver of that FJ rawness that appealed to me in some of the earlier videos I saw of you, that got me motivated and inspired to actually start making my own videos. So thank you for that part. But the reason I'm saying that the videos I've watched most recently seem to have found a successful pattern to move towards mainstream success, takes away a little sliver of your rawness, is because today's video, the one I just watched about repressed anger, in contrast, especially in the last 40, 50 seconds, seemed the most raw and real and vulnerable. And to me, that is the most honest expression of what I've seen of really anyone on here on YouTube. So I just want to thank you for putting that out there. Even though to me it seemed like you were maybe feeling shameful or disappointed in yourself for, I couldn't say why. I have no idea why you're actually angry. I don't think you even talked about the actual reasons. You just talked about anger itself, which could be a reason why you're not always great at getting closer to your introvert feeling. It's just a thought. I don't know. I'm not good at it either, obviously. But you talked about the idea of anger and expressing anger, and you're seeking, I guess, information or guidance on expressing anger healthily. Let me just say, as a fellow INFJ type, I too have Googled that more than a few times, along with how to cry, how to feel sad, how to grieve, how to be happy, how to be, etc., etc., etc. And what I found is that there is no real way to properly do these things. It's just really comes down to a matter of being able to do what you need to pull those things to the surface, to externalize them in some fashion. And a lot of times that might mean you're going to be pretty crappy at it. That the way it comes out is going to be channeled one way or another, because it's going to have to come out. My video got chopped off. A little notice came up. It stopped my video. I hope that I can edit this together nicely. So in some way, the anger or emotions are going to channel their way outward, because they have to. They have to be. They have to process fully, and it's either going to happen intentionally or unintentionally. And if you're someone who is INFJ type, I feel from my experience that means you're not very good at being aware of these emotions as they are happening. And if you are aware of them, it's even harder to know why. And for me personally, I know I can feel angry, but I might not know exactly why, or I might pinpoint the wrong reason and take it all out on the wrong circumstances or person. Or I might feel sad but not know why, or I might feel anxious, which is most of the time, but not exactly know why. And a lot of that has to do with not being able to address the here and now when those things are happening, not learning to recognize the external aspects of yourself, the external boundaries of who you are, that something has influenced you to feel a certain way in a moment. And if that is not properly acknowledged accepted is the big one. Anger gets repressed easily for me too. If it's not accepted that I can actually feel angry at someone, if I don't acknowledge that, then I'm going to repress it deep down. And I think for me personally, accepting that I can be angry at a situation of a person doesn't mean I dislike the person. It also doesn't mean I devalue the friendship or relationship or family connection or whatever it is. That for me to experience this is authentic. And for me to channel it after, if that's the only way I know how, is just as authentic. My YouTube series is all about channeling a lot of insecurities and exposing myself to being vulnerable for reasons. But I also do a lot of creative endeavors. I like to write a lot. I like to design. I like to do some music stuff. All these help me channel the inner turmoil and abstract, fuzzy concepts of my own emotions. Which is to say that when I watch you or anyone else, it's easy for me to almost think, oh, I know what they're feeling. I get that. And so watching you, I feel like I got the idea of, oh, there's a lot of shame and guilt and pent up something there. And it's more than just being angry. Angry is so temporary. I would just recommend try to find a way to channel it for now. And I'm sure your YouTube channel is a way to do that. But maybe find a way to channel it into some creative aspects, art, whatever, for now. And that might bring you closer to real time, recognizing it in the moment when you are getting pissed off or when you're getting mad or frustrated or sad, or somebody's just being an obstacle to you in some way. It's okay to recognize that you can be influenced by these people and it doesn't mean something bad about you. And don't carry shame if you do feel that way. Because it's not always true that, you know, you're being mad at someone and or the things they do. It's not true that you're a bad person for feeling those things. It just means you're mad in that moment. That's all. So, FJ, I hope this helps. And anyone watching this who has watched FJ's videos, make sure you check that one out too. I think it's a very interesting one and one that I think all INFJs should consider watching. I guess that's pretty much it. All right, guys, thank you for everything. FJ, thank you for everything. And I hope you're less mad. And I'm going to make sure I smash that button for you. All right, thanks. Bye.